Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I want to show you guys how to make something out of dandelion flowers today. And dandelions are one of the most common beneficial plants that's out there. It always makes me cringe when I see people putting poison on their yards, because if something ever goes wrong and you'd have to start foraging for stuff, your yard is the first place to look, right? And people dump all kinds of junk on their yards to make them look pretty. Well, I'd rather have my yard look like a bunch of wildflowers and stuff, because each one of those plants has some type of beneficial properties. And dandelions in particular, they can be used to make medicine, and you can eat most parts of the dandelions. And I remember the first time that I ever had a dandelion salad, and we were over in Ontario, and it was a little ways from Niagara Falls, and my wife and I stopped at this restaurant. It was getting sort of past lunchtime, and went in there, and we said to the gal that was in there, I said, "Hey, can we get some lunch?" And she says, "Yeah, I can still make you some lunch," because they closed like in the middle of the day after the lunch rush, and there was no menu. They just brought out whatever they had, and it was some kind of chicken dish, and it was, I remember it being good, but I don't remember a lot of the particulars. The thing that I remember was the salad that she brought out. It was a dandelion salad with like a little vinaigrette on it, and to this day, it was one of the best salads that I ever had in a restaurant. It was just really, really tasty, and so dandelions can be used to make jelly too, and dandelion jelly was something that a lot of the old timers made around here, along with dandelion wine. But today, what I'm going to show you guys how to make is a dandelion balm. Dandelion balm is actually really good for chapped hands, like stuff that you would use like a hand lotion for. And I have a real particular way that I make it. It's real simple. It's only got 3 ingredients, and I'm going to show you the ingredients real quick here. You're going to need some type of carrier oil, and whenever you're making any type of salve or balm, you're going to have some type of carrier oil. Now, olive oil is used a lot. I actually like using sunflower oil, because sunflower oil has a lot of beneficial properties too. So if you combine them with whatever that you're making from the salve, you get kind of a double bonus. And you're also going to need some type of beeswax. I like the little pelleted beeswax, and the beeswax helps solidify the oil to make it into your balm. So basically what you need is you're going to need a pot, and you're going to need some type of heat source. Now, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to put the oil and the dandelion flowers together, and I'm going to warm that up with my good old trusty backpack stove that I always got with me. But another way that you can do it is you can take the dandelion flowers and you can put it in the oil, and then you can put it in a small jar, something like this, and you can set it on a sunny windowsill for about a month. That will actually leach out the beneficial properties of the flower as well. But I want to show you guys a little bit quicker way to do it. And basically what you do is you take your dandelion flowers here. I got a little bit over a half a cup, and you put them in the oil, and then you just heat that on a real low heat for about a half an hour, and that will leach out the beneficial properties of the dandelion flowers. And these dandelion flowers here are what I basically picked from around our firewood pile. And there's a little bit of green in them. And when you're making salve and balm out of dandelion flowers, it's okay to have a little green in there. Now, if you're making dandelion jelly, you don't want to have any green in that whatsoever. But basically what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put my dandelions in there, and then I'm going to measure out about a half a cup of my sunflower oil. Let's see what that looks like. Yep, that's a half a cup, and I'm going to add that in on top of the dandelion flowers. And then we're going to get a little gas going here. Turn it down on the absolute lowest, and we're just going to set that on there, and we're going to let this simmer for a little bit. I'll turn the camera around here. I'm going to show you what this looks like when it's heated up, and when I got it about a half an hour here on the heat, then we're going to add the beeswax in to solidify it. While I'm doing this, I more or less stir it pretty frequently and take the pot off there. You can see that is how much heat that I got on this. I don't have very much heat on it at all, and it's literally as low a setting as I can go here on my backpack stove. Anyway, we're going to let this go a little bit longer, and then we're going to strain this out with a little cheesecloth and get some beeswax in it. After about a half an hour on the heat, you're going to want to take a piece of cheesecloth and rubber band that onto your measuring cup, and then pour your warm oil and dandelion flower mixture into the cheesecloth to get any of the large particles out of it. And you're going to get a oil that looks something like that. Then basically all you're going to do is you're going to wipe out your pot like I already done here, and we're going to transfer this oil back into the pot with some beeswax. Anyway, I'm going to get the oil transferred over, measure out a tablespoonful of beeswax, and then we're going to put this on low heat again to dissolve that beeswax. All right, here is our dandelion oil. And then we are going to add in a tablespoonful of beeswax pellets. Now I'm going to get this back on the heat very low again, just enough to melt that and solidify this oil. The beeswax has melted. Now I'm going to show you a little trick to get the consistency that you want. You're going to take a little bit of the balm that you made, and you're going to put it on a spoon, and you're just going to let that cool. And that way you can tell how thick the finished product's going to be. I already did this once before, and it was a little bit looser than I wanted, and I actually added another half tablespoon of beeswax in, and that's how you adjust the solidness or looseness of your balm. You can see there it's sticking to my spoon, and that's about what I want. I want it to be sort of like a hand lotion consistency. This is pretty much exactly the way I want it now, so I'm going to take this while it's still warm enough, and we're going to put it into a small jelly jar. Here is a close-up look after I got it in my little jelly jar here. You can see it's starting to set up nicely. I'm going to let this go here, put a lid on it, and after it's firmed up good, I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. All right, guys. This has had a chance to set up. That's what it looks like. We're going to take just a little dab out of here. And that is what it looks like. We're going to rub that into our hands. Paying a special attention to the tips of the fingers. That's where mine always cracks. The tip of the fingers and sort of the creases on my thumbs. It's very, very painful. Rub it in. It's got a very pleasant aroma. And that's what it looks like after it's been rubbed in your hands. Throw a lid on it, put it up in your apothecary cabinet, and you're good to go. And unlike the stuff you buy at the store, you know exactly what's in that. Just the 3 ingredients: the sunflower oil, the dandelion flowers, and the beeswax. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information and a little entertainment, as always, out of this video here. Just showing you how to use the dandelion flower. That's pretty much all over. Anyway, you guys have a good one.